I did this for hours on end, and one could call me a bell expert. I didn't know it then, but what I was doing was developing my ear for music. And on a greater scale, no pun intended, developing my love for music. My bedroom wall is now covered with 2 guitars, a ukulele, a banjolele, and a violin. I play these musical instruments daily while walking around the house and driving my father crazy. I guess you could say that music has become my thing, my passion, and something I realize now that will be with me for the rest of my life. One of the many reasons why I'm so grateful for my advanced ear in music is because when I was 9 years old, I was diagnosed with a rare retinal disease called Stargardt's, which made me go from a person with normal vision to legally blind in 6 months when I was in the 4th grade. Experts say that blind people develop their 4 other senses deeper than your average Joe, and I can attest to this, especially the taste one. You can ask my classmates about me ordering various plates of pasta at the same time on our trip to Italy. I guess it was the combination of the taste and the smell that got me, but who can resist fresh pesto linguine and homemade cacio e pepe from Carlamento in Rome? I get all the time that people can't believe that I'm blind. But trust me, I am. Hence the reason I had to memorize this whole wonderful speech. Being born normal and becoming blind has been both a blessing and a curse, and I can't imagine going through this process over the past 5 years without the support of my school. The teachers and classmates have been so supportive, beyond what I could ever describe. Although many people forget and say things to me like, "Can't you see that?" and "That's wrong," and "What are you looking at?" But I always laugh and try to take it as a compliment that people forget. One of the funniest moments with my blindness was last year when our class was traveling to New York for the Montessori Model United Nations conference. The gate agent announced that people with disabilities could come board early, so Alwyn and I made our way to the boarding door. The gate agent stuck her arm out in front of Alwyn and I and said in the rudest tone, "Ma'am, this is for people with disabilities only. Please proceed back to the seating area." Alwyn, who has a secret talent of imitating anyone's voice or tone, said right back to her, "Thanks for pointing that out, but she's blind." Let's just say that flight attendant or that gate agent was a real sweetie pie to us for the rest of the boarding time, and I got a lot of treats on that flight. This school has been a constant, and a wonderful constant in my life for the past decade. To say that the people and experiences are life-changing would be an understatement. Many people told my parents and I that I should go to public school to take advantage of the many resources that they have for people with disabilities. I mean, my parents had a conference with Alwyn when I was 10, asking her how I would ever go to Italy and how I would see the monuments, and would it be worth it? But here I was this past year, standing in the Colosseum, looking at the pulley system they used to bring up the lions in gladiator fights, staring at Spring by Botticelli in the Uffizi Gallery, singing with Dela and Jasmine on the Academia Bridge, and beating everybody in our Luca bike race, mostly because of Robert's excellent biking skills on a tandem, though. And ordering 2 plates of pasta wherever Alwyn would let us, which wasn't very many places, but I still enjoyed that. In a video that our class recently watched this year, made by the UCSB swim team, they interviewed my mom. Well, it was about me. The video was about me. They interviewed my mom, and she had a quote in there that we've been saying for the last 2 months. The quote goes, "Ball sports, not an option," in reference to me. But the amazing thing is that they are. Every time I kick a home run in kickball or catch a ball, we all say, "Ball sports, not an option." And die of laughter because it's just so funny. Because there is no reason I really should be playing kickball. The ball whizzes past my head, and I've been hit in the back quite a few times by those who forget to call my name before throwing me the ball. But that's the thing. I'd rather play and get banged up a bit and make it an option than sit on the sidelines and listen to Sebastian and Aiden argue about who's more right. I've made it an option. To go back to my first bell lesson, I guess what I'm trying to say is that at my time at SBMS, I've created my own orchestra, an orchestra that plays beautiful music when they're together. I know that I'm a great musician, but I also know that I want to become much better. And I've surrounded myself with people that make me better. With people that haven't let me feel sorry for myself and haven't given me too many special favors along the way. And they've laughed and they've cried with me and just accepted that I'm much more than a blind girl. More a blind girl that can do many things and expects to do much more. Thank you.
At the beginning of this year, as my classmates and